was a kid, I always want to know what the birds feel like.
Okay, so I'm here in Skydive to Land, very, very excited about making my first jump. It'll be a tandem jump, and my sole reason for doing this is to look at the process of facing our fears and expanding in the face of fear as opposed to contracting, which I think the contracting around fear and the shrinking back in the face of fear, I think, can become habitual in a lot of our lives. And the minute we stop doing that and we let that habit take root, we stop living, we start existing.
I'm Brian Erler, experienced skydiver, drop zone owner, yoga student.
Yoga student, that's how we met?
Yeah, I think we've done maybe 8 sessions or something like that. Already seeing some good accomplishments, some good development in my yoga skills.
Is it showing up in your skydiving?
Sure, I mean body awareness, everything. I can actually, move a little bit more freely, I think, definitely. Yeah, I mean, skydiving, it's like, it's an athletic activity too, so you have to be in shape if you really want to, be competitive. I mean, you can go skydiving without being in shape, but if you intend to compete, get to like a world-class level, you have to be in good shape. And yoga is, I can't see how I waited this long, really.
I think I was telling you on the phone, part of my reason for doing this is because I like to help people overcome their fears, and for a lot of people, the thought process of stepping back and not facing their fears head on becomes a habit. And the more you think a certain way, you create that neural pathway in the brain, and the more you think that way, that groove gets deeper and deeper and deeper until it's a habit. And then people stop living. They start living this really safe, mediocre, average life, and they're bored. But if you can have a strong stimulus of facing your fear and expanding in the face of it, and you know what that feels like in a situation like skydiving, then you can apply that in other areas of your life, and you can create a new experience so that you're expanding around your life, you're embracing your life rather than just kind of existing.
In skydiving, you go from fear to freedom, right? And there's a process that you have to go through. The process is managing to control your fear, because you really never get rid of your fear, you control your fear. Fear is always going to be there to a point, and once you dominate fear, then you really letting go fear, you become
bigger
free.
than it, yeah.
Right. Just like in yoga, right? In yoga, you become really high by letting go everything, right?
Everything that you're holding on to, right. I see that high as, I think there are so many areas in our life where we are facing fear, and for a lot of us it becomes habitual to kind of step back from it and shrink back from it and contract in the face of fear. But here's an opportunity where if you're going to do it, you have to expand and become bigger than your fear, or else you're not going to jump.
And you have to face it.
You have to face it, exactly. And if you can do that here and have such a strong experience of it and see that moment where you make the choice to become expansive as opposed to shrinking.
I can't wait to do this.
I always say in life, fear is either a lack of knowledge or a lack of experience in any situation. If you've never experienced something, or if you don't have any knowledge around something, you can be very fearful. It's the fear of the unknown, right? But like you said, first, then you see the knowledgeable trainers, you see the knowledgeable people, and then you have your first experience, and then fear goes away just a little bit. Second experience, third experience, and so the more you experience something, the more the fear dissipates.
Right, exactly.
And I'll never forget, a wise man once told me that fear and excitement are really the same energies inside of us.
One's positive, one's negative.
Yeah, it's just a matter of how we look at it, and when we learn to face that fear quickly turns to excitement. It's like you said, that freedom. Right. Once you walk through the fear, that fear transforms into excitement.
That makes sense,
No, I'm very excited. Thank you guys for taking the time to let me interview you for this.
Hey,
Brian's jumping with us. He's going to shoot some footage.
Thanks for having the courage to face your fear.
Oh, I'm excited. Thank you.
Proud of you too, Patrick.
Yeah.
So,
almost. Are you my jumper?
Are you my jumper?
Yeah, are you Bob?
I'm Bob.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Oh, what a rush!
Awesome, man.
I loved every minute of it. It was so surreal. I almost skipped right over the fear stage. It was just like I'm doing it. It wasn't even a question. Oh, what a rush! It was awesome. What a trip.
Scale 1 to 10, 10 being out of this world.
Definitely a 10. Maybe an 11.
10.
I would do it again. I could see how it could get addicting. And to think I was afraid of it for all these years, you know? I thought about it, but it was a thought, and I was like, someday I'll do it. Today was that someday. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've just finished my first skydive. It was an amazing experience. My entire intention around this was to look at what it felt like to face my fear head on and come out on the other side of it, which I've done. It was an amazing experience being up in the plane. Somehow once I made that choice that I was going to jump, the fear just kind of went away. I mean, I felt a little bit of nervousness up in the plane and as we were getting closer to the door, but not jumping wasn't even an option at that point. So I've proven to myself that once you commit and you make a powerful choice, that then the rest is easy. So if you're interested in finding out more about other workshops, and yoga related and emotional empowerment workshops and retreats, you can visit my website at www.ericaboucher.com, and hope to hear from you soon.
Now I tell people when they ask me why I jump out of airplanes, I tell them it's because the door's open.
I love it.